Something I found tremendous inspiration in is the hero's journey. I love reading the stories or watching the animes or talking to people who have answered the call and decided that they're going to try to walk that path. And usually in the very beginning, it requires some sort of initiational training. We have to condition ourselves to develop the capacities to get where we're trying to get or accomplish what we're trying to accomplish. So right now I'm doing this 30-day, 90-second stillness meditation, and I figured that I'd do something a little deeper concurrently, and I thought, well, why not challenge myself and do, or record myself doing, a 30-minute, 30-day stillness meditation. And so just like the 90-second one, this one will focus on taking a pose and holding that pose without moving for 30 minutes. I'm going to do it a little differently. I'm going to set timers on my phone. I'll set one for 5 minutes and then two for 10 minutes and then the last one for 5 minutes as well. We'll sit here and just try and be still, and I'll talk through some of the difficulties or barriers that I'm coming up against. Hopefully Miss Layla will stay here with me and we can spend a nice half an hour together. So please, if this is something that resonates and you want to develop your meditation skills or you want to learn how to listen to yourself a little bit better, this is a fantastic way. Don't feel obligated to do the full 30 minutes. If you can do 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, or you could do more, please join along and let me know how things are going. So I'll go ahead and start the first 5-minute timer. We'll take a pose. Again, you don't have to do it anywhere in particular. You can sit on a dirty, matted, old IKEA rug like I am with a lovely, almost 15-year-old dog. Yes, that's you. All right, let's do this. Starting the 5-minute timer right meow. The first threshold I always have to cross is the busy mind. Just noticing how active my mind is right now. And like clockwork, as soon as I draw attention to that busy mind, it starts to relax. But then the second threshold comes in, which is a facial itch of terrible consequence. Right now it's on my left eyebrow, and it immediately moved to my left chin, part of my chin, and now they're both doing it at the same time, trying to pull my attention and my body out of this position to scratch. That itch is not going to kill me. I will just notice it. Continue to focus. The next threshold I typically have to cross, which is where I'm approaching now, is the soft, tender, weak part of my back that has either caused or been the result of decades of slouching. So right now I can feel all of my muscles really engaging that spot. I'll continue to give it my attention. Try to breathe. Focus on supporting and relaxing that spot in my back. Now I have a nose itch that's going to make me sneeze. Oh, I'm so jittery today. Well, maybe not jittery, but full of the movements. Oh, this is going to be challenging because I was a little congested today. And now my nose is running. Can I make it 30 minutes with a sniffle while on camera and probably having some amount of snot drip down my face? Another threshold, another barrier. Just making sure the camera's still recording, because sometimes this silly GoPro shuts off. Thinking, distracted. Just bring the attention back into the body. There's the first 5 minutes. I'm gonna give my nose a little jabber-do there. Okay, how do I shut that off? There we go. Now, we'll go for the more difficult part. The next timer will be 10 minutes. This one is not the hardest. The next one's much harder, but this is a big threshold to cross. I become distracted quite easily. And that's okay. I remember when holding my attention for 10 seconds alone was cause for a major celebration. Such a gift to sit here as still as possible, listening to my body, listening to the sounds of the neighborhood, the stress and the tension right outside of my door, listening to my stomach rumbling because we're fasting. And most importantly, listening to Miss Layla snoring, breathing, purring, and grunting. It is such a gift to stay here. Camera still recording. Little distractions. My right eye is getting watery for some reason, in conjunction with my right nostril being congested and also runny at the same time. Human bodies. Sniffle, sniffle. Back to focus. Mega itch on the top of my head right now. Oh man, if this would have been me in the past, I definitely would have broke from that one. Oh, shoulder fatigue, back fatigue. This is nothing new. I've been here before. I know I can get through this. And I know that I can relax and enjoy this. Oh, but now there's a head itch on the left side of my head and it's so close to being scratched. Oh, just focus on staying still. Relax. It's strange, if I focus on the itch, it gets more intense. If I ignore the itch, it gets more intense. If I just sit here with the itch, try to relax that spot in my back, it lightens. Movement in the body. Despite my sincerest efforts to stay still, there are still times that my body moves all on its own. Just noticing the screaming, the tension, the constant conflict that is just buzzing all around me. Oh, what an important time to focus on being present, to focus on relaxing, to focus on being still, to focus on listening. It's a long 10 minutes. Layla's snoring is so soothing. I notice the fear of losing Layla as she's about to turn 15 creeped into my mind. My body grew tense, my legs constricted. My hands started pushing against each other with more force. My shoulders and my back clenched. I can't prevent the changes from happening. I can't prevent our bodies from aging. But what I can do is be as present as possible with the time that I have. Tears starting to run down my face, not because I'm crying, but because for whatever reason my eyes started watering. And there's our 10 minutes. Oh, allow myself to wipe that. Okay. Well, that's the halfway point. Let's do another 10 minutes. This one's the tough one. There it is. These stillness meditations are very similar to a psychedelic experience in the sense that there are waves or currents or eras of patterns that are difficult or stressful or challenging. And if I can stay with it, if I can be present with it, if I can sit with it, and if I can try to relax into it and accept it and cherish it and value it for what it is, that stressful, difficult, challenging experience, that pattern, that era, it will pass. And it will transform into something a little bit easier, a little more gentle. Both of them can be joyful and humorous. There is plenty to enjoy, plenty to value and cherish in all of these experiences, whether they're difficult and challenging or enjoyable, soft, warm, and welcoming. Man, my left nostril has a major itch. Being that I'm so congested, I almost wonder if got a little snot running down my face right now. Funny. bother me, but being as I'm recording myself doing a 30-minute meditation for the first time, it added a little element of humor and stress. Camera's still recording. Lots of screaming right outside my door. Literally. The joys of living in a city that is decomposing. Just breathing into my back and my shoulders and my neck. Also my legs as they are beginning to fall asleep. Time really dilates in this wave of 10 minutes here. Just noticing how much I'm appreciating and valuing Layla's snoring right behind me. She's deep in this meditation with me. And even though I'm not saying it, I'm thinking it almost this entire time. Little tickle in my throat. Oh, my stomach is rumbling. Usually I break my fast about, I don't know what time it is right now, but probably around an hour ago. But today, for whatever reason, I continued that fast and decided to sit still before eating. It's quite a joy to experience an empty stomach, rumbling stomach, a hungry stomach on my own terms. Because there were so many times in life where I experienced that hunger, the pain, the stress of wanting to eat something, having to watch others eat things while being hungry. I know that all too well. And now it's on my terms. And I can sit with that feeling of hunger and stomach rumbling and constricting as a way to be with all of my brothers and sisters out there who are hungry, not on their own terms. And I can spend some time breathing and relaxing with them. My nose is really starting to run now. Distractions always taking me away from my objective. That tickle's gonna make me sneeze. Wow, right on time, huh? I think it was 2 times. Well, that's now 25 minutes, so 5 more minutes. Let's really try to enjoy this one. Whoops. Nope, stop that. We said another 10-minute one, which we could do, but we only need 5 more for this case. Touched my foot while I was adjusting the timer and noticed, oh wow, that foot has really fallen asleep. It's okay. It's not gonna kill me. It's not gonna do permanent damage. I know this feeling. I've been here before. I know what these waters are like. I can navigate them. Oh, I should have wiped my eye because it's all watery for, God, whatever reason. I just woke up today. It was the congestion that woke me up. planes, helicopters, something always in the air right above me, it seems like, making a ruckus, taking my presence away. This is a practice of reclaiming my liberty, my autonomy, to focus, to be present with what I choose to be present with. Camera's still recording. We've come this far. I was wondering how long that battery would last. Really breathe into that soft spot in my back. This time my body really speaks and says, posture is very important. You must take care of your body, or you will feel the consequences of your body always speaking out, saying, pay more attention to me. And there is 30 minutes. Goes by like that. At the end. When I'm in it, sometimes it really dilates and feels like an eternity. Feels like my legs are blue. How nice is it to sit with this little girl? She can be 15 years old. I don't have a lot of opportunities, a lot of time left to do that. Oh, numb legs. Isn't that right, Layla? So we gotta spend as much time together as we can. We spend all our time together. Isn't that right, Layla? Do you have anything you might want to say to the camera? Oh, you got anything you might want to say? Well said. Well, if you've come this far, thanks for sitting with me. Please let me know how this experience is for you. And, excuse me, I wish you well, and I will keep you in my thoughts and hope that you can meditate as well. Again, even if it's just for 30 seconds, 1 minute, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. You can do the full 30, an hour, whatever you're capable of. This is time worth spending together, worth spending for yourself. You deserve it. You deserve to have somebody there to listen to you, to listen to everything that your body's saying, to listen to what your mind is saying, and you deserve the agency and autonomy to choose what you're going to focus on. And this doesn't come easy. This liberation is a threshold, and it's something that must be obtained. So, good luck. Thanks for sitting with me, and I'll see you tomorrow.